Greetings sports DTM fans and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. The I'm Human track sensation Sha'Carri Richardson is in our sports DTM bounds. Known for her exploits off the track, has been missing from the sport all season and has only showed up on flyers before quickly retreating to the Twitterverse or the metaverse or whatever the world is called to voice her dominance off the track. Interesting. But before we get into the details, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscription button. If that button is still red, it simply means you're not subscribed yet. So, where you wait for, just click the button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Touted as the favorite US athlete to win its first global gold medal in the women's race since Gail Devers in 1996. However, that is looking more unlikely as the seasons progress. Sha'Carri has gone missing. The first missing person report was recorded in Texas, where she was scheduled to compete at the Texas Relays in March, but pulled out with no reasons published for her withdrawal. The second missing person report was recorded in Bermuda as the headliner didn't show up and nothing to calm her fans when she was scheduled to run at the USA Track Fest Bermuda Games in April. The third missing person report was filed on the continent of Africa, the motherland. She pulled out of the Kip Keino Classic World Athletics Continental Tour Gold meeting in Nairobi, Kenya. This race was dubbed the Showdown, the rematch between herself and Shelley and Fraser Price. And of course, Shelley went on to win in a world-leading 10.67 seconds and establishing herself as the main contender for the gold medal in Sha'Carri's backyard. Sha'Carri has made no official comment on her series of withdrawals, but did post two noticeable tweets complaining about the US Anti-Doping Agency shortly after her withdrawal. This sounds familiar to events of the US Olympic trials, but I will leave that alone for now. She then followed up with a question, "You all looking for me?" We don't know if this is a question to the US Anti-Doping Agency or a question to her beloved fans. Again, I will leave that alone. So what's the significance of her being missing? Well, one, she promised us, her fans, a total domination of track and field from 2022 to 2025, in which there will be a World Championship in 2022 in Oregon, World Championship in 2023, the Olympic Games in 2024, and World Championship in 2025, in a tweet following her drug ban for marijuana use and her subsequent ban from the Olympic Games. Undefeated. And two, in a World Championship year, which is less than 2 months away, it is certainly unusual for an athlete to start their season so late, or in fact don't start at all, especially a serious medal contender. Last year she opened her season on April 3rd, and that was when the Olympic Games were in August. This year the World Championship will be over on July 24th. Important to note is that by this time last year, in April to be exact, at the Miramar Invitational, she ran the 100 meters in a blistering 10.72 seconds, her personal best, earning a spot in the history books alongside some of track and field's all-time greats as the 6th fastest woman of all time. She followed up this feat by clocking times of 10.74 and 10.77 at the USA Track Fest Golden Games in May, the latter of which ran in a 1.2 meter per second headwind, the fastest time ever recorded going into that much wind. There are plenty of tips and tricks on how to get ready for track season, and none seems to have identified hiding as one of the things to do. When can we expect to see this dominance? Track and field certainly need the flamboyant character to pull the sports forward, especially after the retirement of one Usain Bolt. In fact, track and field is about competition, and the stronger the competitors, the better it is for the sport. Who is going to offer some help for a talent puffing on fumes, a promise yet to be fulfilled going up in smokes, a career with no medals, awards or titles? Don't let a cry for help go unanswered. Fans out there, this has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Always remember to like, to share and to subscribe, and to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.